Hello viewers, I'm SP and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3, where today I think we're choosing the path of mild cowardice. I would describe it as soft cowardice. So I went and watched a little bit of one of the previous episodes to make sure that I knew what the wording was on the choice here. And one of the options, the one we've been picking, reveals sigils and heals your army. The other one just says global recruitment, 2 turns, and also heals your army. And I thought I understood what that meant because I had been remembering that even in encampment mode, you don't ordinarily have access to global recruitment in this place. That's wrong. I don't know why I thought that. Maybe it has to do with the fact that you can't perform allied recruitment in this place. I don't know. But so given that we already have the ability to perform global recruitment, I don't know what global recruitment 2 turns could possibly mean. They should put some text there that actually explains the thing. So it might let you do global recruitment while in normal stance or something, but it doesn't say that. And ordinarily ordinarily if we ran into a thing like that where it's like it doesn't say what this does, I don't know what this does, I would say we should try it. However, in short order, we're going to have to pick between one of these 2 teleport outcomes here, and I feel like it's really important to reveal the sigils. Like this, if we go the wrong way here, especially if one of these is the correct thing, it could end up adding a lot of turns to our time in this place. In addition, I just don't think it's a good idea to engage with this army without Noblars to hold the enemy units in place. It's not going to be easy for us to get a clean charge for our ogres. We're going to end up having to use ogres to fight the front part of the enemy units, which means ogres are going to die because they're horrible at that. And then that's going to stick us here even longer because we only have, it was 3, I think?
Time.
Yes, we only have 3 global recruitment slots, so we're already over 1 turn of global recruitment to fully replenish the army. I really don't think it's a good idea to lose another handful of ogre units. So we're just going to move over here. Oh, there's a 3rd option on this one. Tzeentch's Boon's Influence. What does the word boon mean where you're from? I guess it's a boon to Tzeentch. It says all provinces, so it's probably not all my provinces. It's probably literally everywhere. But that's bad for me too. That's not... This doesn't seem like a thing you would ever want to do. Unless you were, playing as a Tzeentch faction. Okay, global recruitment duration -9 turns. So it lets me recruit better stuff from the global pool for 2 turns. That really should just be the text here. It shouldn't be a mouse over. But I don't think that's actually good for us, really. Because what we want to do most is just hire in more Noblars, right? I suppose there's a version of this where we get Iron Guts instead. But I think we do want to reveal the sigils. That's the symbol, I think. That's the one. Sort of a backwards S. Yeah. Okay. That was a really good reveal, actually. And then Alas is going to jump us on the next AI turn, I'm sure, which is fine. All right, what are we doing over here? We are moving on the Temple of the Eternal Winds. So we have some pretty strong northern provinces stuff over here on account of our allies are useless. We probably ought to tread carefully. And actually, we still need a little bit of healing time from the variety of large battles we've been in lately. So, can I move... Here, let's walk up to the edge of our territory.
Won't stop till everything's mine.
Well, see, that's interesting. What I was going to do was put this army into global recruitment mode and pull in some more units. But I'm wondering if I just ambush with both of these armies, if it is the case that Zhonghe does not see us, will they come and settle the colonize the city? Because if they do, it'll totally shred their army, and then we could just pounce them. I think that might be the play. Let's actually, you know what? You can reach the city from the village of the Tiger Men. We may as well just leave you in the village for the extra healing.
Keep your heads down, right?
Do I want to? Maybe you even just fall back.
Get it done.
Man, it's a little bit awkward. Okay,
Carve
what we can do is have Goff walk out. Just going into... No, that doesn't give me any extra replenishment. I don't know why this army can't heal in this region, but Goff can. But we're gonna do this. We're gonna put them in the city and let them heal at least somewhat.
I have devised a new
So there must be some effect that is lowering healing in this area. Goff has enough total healing to overcome it, but Malgut doesn't, because Malgut's replenishment rate is much, much lower. Let's have you just hide right here. I'm very much hoping that they'll just walk into the temple, and then we can jump them next turn.
tyrant.
And since you're in a settlement, you can use the big recruitment pool. Oof. Recruiting from this area is bad too because of the hostility of the settlement. Well, I'm gonna grab... I mean, this army needs ogres, but we don't have time.
Pay me or your dinner.
So I'm gonna do this right now, and then we're gonna want to unblock the global pool because Greasus is going to need it. All right, Grolg. We got a little assist from our friends here, so we get to actually destroy this army.
Now, who's the death of butchery? No worth.
All right. A little bit of allied combat. And I guess we push down here and get rid of that one as well.
Hunger cannot slow us.
Should be relatively easy. And then we have really a lot of money. How is all of our other stuff going? So all these upgrades are coming along. Do we want to build anything else? So there is a kind of hero that we don't yet have access to. Oh no, wait, these are just butchers. These are just the normal spellcasters. Is that right? Where's my...
Tenderizer.
No, that's right. The normal spellcasters that we have are all lords. They're slaughter masters. That's different from a butcher. So,
Leader of the tribe.
opening up the other kind of hero for hiring, I suppose, is worthwhile. This building does like actually basically nothing. Yeah, even at maximum level, it's giving you an amount of leadership that does actually matter, I suppose. But yeah, let's go ahead and do that so that we can get that that hero unlock. More camp growth at this point seems meaningless, so I think that camp is finished, I guess is the deal there. All right, where else do we need to do stuff? Here it would be a good idea to upgrade the money-making buildings. We actually have a lot of cash. Shambletown's probably going to need real defenses, which is going to mean upgrades to that. Krakatoa is as maxed out as it's getting.
The boys are angry.
With the Confederation debuff worn off, we are doing an okay job of holding our control in various places, and there's certainly lots of upgrades we can do. Oh, this area was supposed to get some fancy stuff. The Firemouth. Corruption down, puts another wizard in the garrison. Cool.
Ogre tyrant.
Then we are actually totally broke. It turns out it costs a lot of money to upgrade settlements.
The tribe.
So Targog is no longer needed there. And it's actually going to be kind of weird to report to the Western Front at this point, but I don't know what else. Yeah. I guess we just keep that up.
Move it.
Targog's army is missing a body. I guess, you know, Targog could take on... I was planning on hiring another wizard to jam into an army over there, but Targog has no magic use. We could fix that. Next turn, because I can't hire another hero right now. I am allowed to attempt this, and I guess I may as well.
Blister and burn.
Slowly we get our XP. This is Maldig, the... Wait, who is this? This is that map action hunter.
I smell a trail.
I don't really assassinate, I guess. And I think my plan with Maldig is to run over here and just get advanced information of what the Kislevite armies are doing. We probably don't need to... maybe I should have... Yeah, maybe Targog's move should actually be to come around here. We're not too far off of Greasus being back. And having Greasus do stuff that's like internal to the Empire, I think makes a lot of sense organizationally. Because then, yep, all yours. Because then we don't miss him on the fronts too much when he goes to Demon Town. Once again, I have actually no idea how the Fulg even owned any of those territories out there in the West. I actually kind of wonder if they got them through Confederation. Oh, that army's just riding on us directly. Well, that's not going to work out very well for them, I don't think. Yep, here comes this attack. We should probably do this manually just because the game is going to tear us apart if we're going to take way more damage than we ought to if we auto-resolve on account of the auto-resolver has no respect for ogres. Just a bunch of Rodney Dangerfields walking around with oversized clubs. This is still pretty non-ideal. Like, the makeup here is still going to be a problem. But we're going to get a turn of global replenishment after this because we needed to do the hiring anyway, so it'll be fine. Hopefully. Hopefully we will heal off of it just fine. The only thing that could go super, super wrong here is if we were to lose a whole unit. And we should probably try to have Greasus do some tanking because Greasus himself has like a super high replenishment rate. If I am remembering correctly. So it'll probably be like Greasus and the...
Tyrant of tyrants.
Get that off the screen so I can click.
Where's me master?
If you're gonna make a big unclickable, like a big UI element that you can't click through, and you're gonna just show it in the middle of the screen in a position where players didn't request it, it's gotta be dismissible. You have to put a dismiss button on it. I'm sorry, that's the law. We can use the Iron Guts a little bit. They have 48 defense and 98 armor. They're actual defensible troops.
Hunter!
And then the rest of the ogres are gonna have to be just kind of back a little bit. If we try to do anything fancy with their positioning or take advantage of trees or whatever, we know that the enemy will just see through it immediately. So yeah, nothing for that, really. Let's make sure you have a nice clean line of throw. Okay.
Greasus Goldtooth.
I mean, the worst thing that could happen here is Greasus... I get overconfident with Greasus and he actually dies. That would be a huge problem for us in the immediate term. But... that doesn't seem too likely. These enemies, they have a lot of ranged attacks. That's the only thing we really need to worry about, I think.
Nobblers, carry me.
And I'm not gonna lie, I do wish that he had
It's mine.
a thunder mace or something.
The fattest.
Okay. They will do whatever they have to do to reveal my hidden units. It's 100% of the time. Well, now that they've kind of flown over there, I'm actually going to try to relocate these real quickly here. I think I ran you in the wrong direction. Let's have you do that. I'm going to try not to engage on the tree side any more than I absolutely have to.
Fattest. Strongest. Richest.
Yeah, wow, he is really taking some damage like that. Those volleys of ranged attacks are way more effective from these units than they ever were from us. Oh, when we were playing Chaos. Okay, so rather than I'm not going to go for a fancy wraparound. Let's maybe cut a more direct path here. And honestly, like, go into melee mode and just hack some people up. Like, I need you distracting people more than I need you throwing crappy knives at them.
Behold, master. Ogres. I smell game. Helps a tribe. Biggest in the tribe. Tribe on the move.
I do think it sucks a lot that you can't order units to you can't order ground units to attack flying units when unless the flying units are already on the ground. Like, there's no way to say go to where these units are and attack them if they come down. Which really sucks because that's the thing that you almost always want to be doing against flying units. Like, the right play is almost always get over there and be ready for them.
I want it all.
Mechanically, you cannot do that. Alright. Greasus is absorbing a lot of damage,
Carve the meat.
but I think that's coming to an end here.
Let's go, boys. Rampage this way.
Come on.
Boss says so.
So many of them are just like, they're determined to get stuck.
Biggest in the tribe.
Most prudent.
Bring us meat. Noblars attack.
I do think it's a little bit silly. Nope. No. Not the Stonehorn. I clicked on this unit of ogres because I was trying to select this unit of ogres, strangely enough. Alright. So you're kind of doing something important. I want to make sure that every enemy unit has some ogres working on it or working toward it, at the very least. And I think we're basic.
Here we go.
Come on.
Follow the Moor's call.
It's a debuff. Oh, that's the flamers. Well, whatever. They're in melee. Alright, landing some charges.
On it. Me.
One of these units of ogres got manhandled a little bit more than I would have liked. But aside from that, this has gone very cleanly.
On it.
Yeah, unfortunately, as we know from experience, that spell just not very effective, actually. And sadly, we are not going to get enough prisoner points to use our heal. Look at the size of it. Look how tiny he is. And just permanently laying down. Every time he gets up, he is immediately struck down. Okay. Ridiculous that we needed to do that by hand, but we definitely did. So usually it's like a couple of turns before these armies respawn. It's faster than I was expecting, for sure. So we got to make sure that we make enough distance to be far away from... It's the one on the left is going to respawn first. We would like to be outside of its attack range. And then we can be gone before this army respawns. And yeah, on the whole, that's not too bad in terms of losses. That is not a lot of replenishment time. And we're not really in any rush in terms of like losing the Prince Soul. Nobody else is in here with us. And I can't imagine anybody's going to be. But it sure would be cool to have Greasus back on the normal map. And at the moment, like, I don't know that we have a lot of ambitions. We can mess around in Cathay and see if we end up getting some fun territory, but like, it really is the case that the only thing here that we're doing at this point is just waiting for souls. So after we do this one, we'll grab whatever seems to be low competition next. I'd like to save corn for later. Ideally, like, quite a bit later. I guess, like, the benefit of the legendary weapon from corn is greatest early on when you're going to be fighting the weakest enemies with it. Like, it creates the greatest differential at that point. And also, later on, you're more likely to have good weapons for yourself. But you also need it way less early on, because your enemies are so much weaker. So I don't know. So what we would really like to do is just like wait until it seems like we're actually going to need it, but it's going to be too late by then. Or too late to make the decision by the time we know. The Ancient Giant Lands are threatening to rebel.
Someone's in the field.
And we can delay that by a turn by turning off this stuff. Yeah, we are absolutely... It is so corrupted here.
Trouble's brewing.
Well, I mean, the question is, are we better off building defenses? Are we better off having Targog actually run north instead of going to deal with this? It probably...
Tyrant of the tribe.
Sorry, Targog. I know you're just running back and forth.
Follow the
Also, how is this area so corrupted that we're having a problem? I'm not sure where all the corruption was even coming from.
ogre viability. They will know burning
And that guy's presence wasn't helping, I'm sure.
viability.
Alright, even better at wounding. More wound chance. We finished our choosiest weapons. So at this point, like, what am I concerned about? I guess more camp buildings would be good. Like, there's still camp tech we could pursue. %, extra ammunition feels like kind of nothing, because, like, those units don't run out of ammunition as it is. 15% bonus speed for Noblar Trappers, I guess, is something. Meat from battles. I mean, like, a lot of this is extremely minor stuff. I guess more income from trade. Money is good. Money is still important.
The shockingly obese. Hold master.
Alright, we were doing redline stuff. Let us continue doing redline stuff. Also, you... what are you even going to... Ugh. Speed, I guess? Speed's fine. Speed's always good.
This world never
And then, yeah, let's... I mean, is it even worth it? Maybe I should just move. Because, like, if I kill that army, I'm putting it in respawn mode. It is blocking, like, I have to go the long way around this obstacle if that army's still alive, which is inconvenient. Because it puts us closer to where the other army will respawn. So why don't we... Yeah, I guess let's go and... My concern here is that I'm worried it's going to make me do an auto... I was worried it was going to make me do a manual fight in order to not kill a bunch of our units. But that's probably not true. Yeah, okay. That was a fine outcome. Do I take the 1% replenishment? I guess so? Because, like, the only thing out of the lot of this that matters for us is replenishment. Alright, and then we can... I don't want to accidentally use the portal, so let's not step that way. We can be, like, right here.
spoils here.
Yeah, that's enough. Enough movement left to go into this mode.
Anything I loot belongs.
Pull in some new Noblars. Okay.
That's why I'm...
So I sort of wonder if we can just bait them since they want to. Since they clearly want to attack the settlement, I'm wondering if we can just move over very slightly, or maybe even not move over very slightly. Well, we're not actually blocking the road, is the thing.
Enemies, allies, all are in...
But yeah, if I just like stand here in ambush mode, I'm wondering if we could just get them. Now, an ambush on this army is not going to be... I don't know. It's not a terrible play, but it's not going to be as effective as it's been against some of the enemy armies we've ambushed because we have a much lower density of basically defenseless ranged units here. And they have some stuff that is not going to be scared of an ogre charge very much. Also, sky junk.
The boss.
But yeah, I guess let's do this way, and then I can't use the global pool.
Do what I say.
Doesn't feel worthwhile to do that, so I guess we'll just not recruit anything for Malgut. Oh, apparently this hunter, who is almost high enough level to be immortal, is continuing to level up. Oh, you know what? Sorry, I was finishing HP on you. Okay, so you're good as you are, I suppose. Grolg doesn't actually need to push any further down here, but if we can get some kills, we should take them. So let's do the standard ambush creep.
Ogres, stomp on.
You are most effective at Total War when you are playing it like XCOM 1. Maldig is... Like I said, I think we're going to stick to the plan. Let's not get distracted by the visible enemy army. Let's go hunting for invisible enemy armies. Also, let's, growth down in this area. That'll show them. Okay, Bull the Growler we did already. Hey, man, it's really cool to be able to do like a couple of turns per episode. What a unique situation.
All mine.
So this army has guns. This army doesn't. The flying unit is actually going to be kind of a weird... Well, let's see what they do. If they wander into the ambush, I'm not sure if we want to play right up on them or if we want to play back at the edge, wait for our reinforcements to show up. Well, I guess if we play back at the edge and wait for reinforcements, they're just going to leave the map. How long until reinforcements actually come in? Here we go. 141. I scrolled down, but then I guess it popped back to the top of the screen. Yeah. And we can afford to eat here, I think. All right, let's do it. So yeah, maybe like we press them, we eat as many of their ranged units as possible, and then we try to withdraw toward the reinforcement position after that. Just let the rest of them leave if they want. So reinforcements are coming in over here. I mean, it's better than them emerging from the north side, I suppose. But it's not great either way. And then, yeah, like after we've killed the archers and the gunners and probably the cannon thing here, maybe we just run away from the halberd units because I really don't want to be in combat with halberds. We can have the Noblars tie them up for a considerable amount of time before that happens. I really don't know how I think this is going to go, but like the order that the units are presented in on that screen is the order that they are actually marching in. So unfortunately, they are between the ranged units and the siege units. They're in a really good position to counter our charge. And there's not really anything we can do about that. I like this map. This is very cool. So it is a little bit tricky for us to take advantage of the terrain here, but we can put at least some of our ogres. Oh, maybe I can't. Is this area is all non-pathable despite being like obviously normal ground. It's a little awkward because the cavalry unit is going to rush forward and like perform a. They're going to make a blockade and make it difficult for us to push these archers, which does suck. I really want to have some units on this side, but it looks like we're going to be very limited in where we can put them, and as such, the total number of them that we can put down. That's weird. They're just not gonna. They're not gonna let us do that in a sensible fashion. Whatever, it's fine. We'll do it like this.
Take it all.
So let's have some good, strong units ready to charge the archers. And then I think the Noblars, for the most part, actually they're basically in the right spot. Obviously, the wizard can help a lot with the halberds by mawing them early in the fight. Trappers probably closer to the ranged. And then
Stalker of prey.
you have how much anti-large? Bonus versus large 100 on your missile attacks, so that's pretty good. I mean, like, I definitely want to make sure we're hitting the rockets here very early on, so let's make sure we have ogres for that purpose.
Iron guts.
The iron guts should probably be a little closer to the front, just to... yeah, I guess, like that.
Biggest in the tribe.
This is fine. Okay, let's do it like that. So... how do I think they're going to respond? Your job's easy. You do this. I kind of want... you have anti-infantry attack and anti-large... or anti-infantry melee and anti-large ranged, which is tricky. These things don't have any particular ability to do damage to any unit type. So the Iron Guts could try to hold these things. That could be my move. Somebody has to. And then, yeah, big units of ogres do this, throw weapons at those guys. I might have the damaged ogre unit try to hold the cavalry a little bit if we can. Let's see, you're anti-crane gunner, you're hunting here. Actually, these iron guts are anti-crane gunner because of the fact that they're more likely to get caught by the enemy spears. Okay, and y'all just like do your best to sort of like spread out through the archer formation, and these are going to be like covering whatever doesn't actually get hit. And then the normal Noblars, I think, are just gonna like move forward. I'm not gonna give them specific orders. We're just gonna move them forward like this, with the hopes of blocking any halberds that want to come back, while simultaneously catching any crossbows or anything that try to sprint forward and get away from us. Is that a real plan? Let's hope so. And then, yeah, you kind of just need to wander into the middle of the trouble, I think. Thunder maces and whatnot.
The Moor has blessed us with fresh meat.
Okay, so they're using their cavalry pretty much like I expected.
Our gratitude. Embrace the
Off,
hunger.
off. Waited until the, almost intentionally, it looked like, waited until the Noblars were in range. Alright, the horses are breaking essentially instantly.
In my
Stay
sights.
focused. Okay, so we're at 27 wins. Let's talk about halberds. I feel bad about the thing I'm about to do to these Noblars, but like, right, the two big scary halberd units. Well, I guess there's 2 units of. We probably care more about the Celestial Guard than we do about the Jade Warriors. Yeah, those Noblars are gonna be they're gonna be very sad. Sorry, y'all. Obviously, that's going extremely well. That broke pretty much exactly the way we would want it to.
I feel the hunger.
Ooh, I actually obliterated the unit of Noblars.
Slaughter them.
Worth it, I think. But yeah, ugly. All right, the damage is stacking up on the statues. We haven't been in battle with them for all that long. I'm actually fine with them giving chase on this.
Take it all.
Let's start breaking off ogre units toward the front here.
Biggest in the tribe.
If we're going to defeat these Dragon Guard, it's going to take a lot of side
Do we
charges.
eat?
Why am I not allowed to? I'm trying to click on this unit flag to target this unit. There we go. Our hunter's just going to weather that.
Biggest in the tribe. Ogres! Find a meal! This way! Tribe on the move! Follow the Moor's call!
Alright, let's get some wraparounds here. We're actually already at the ability to use our prisoner thing again. These armies made of large numbers of small humans are much, much better for us to fight.
Off we go!
Ogres are very well suited to this kind of combat.
In my guts!
Go forth and smash them.
Me!
Looks like you probably need to, I'll probably need to get over here.
On the move!
Even with the healing, you are suffering badly. Is this unit that's surviving okay? Okay, yeah, that's the Iron Guts. That makes sense.
Iron guts!
Try to focus your attack this way.
When do we eat?
Y'all can turn around and start throwing knives at the sky junk, I suppose. Not that it's doing anything of terrible import. Y'all just get over here. I can't imagine it's gonna matter.
Off we go! Rampage! This
See that they think they're going to recover and use their gun units, so let's put a stop to that
The
nonsense.
Moor calls! Find a meal! Call of the Moor!
Does it make sense to... I mean, the battle's pretty much over, it looks like.
Wind supper! Scarper! Killing time!
Units are getting very distracted. Go help with this.
Guts out, boys!
And just push clean through. That was pretty good. They just kind of demolished that line. Alright, so that's dealt with. You know, there is Mornfang cavalry. I forgot about that. Those units are fast enough that they actually will show up in time to matter.
The Urk is ready.
Okay, now their lord is still alive, and that is a situation that we need to do something about. I'm going to go give this to the Iron Guts, who are actually holding really well here.
Take it all!
Skyjunk is trying to defend itself, and it's doing a great job, actually.
Here we
Maybe
go.
y'all should just leave. Yeah, those Iron Guts are remarkably good monster fighters. I'm really impressed with the outcome there.
It's at me. Find a new spot.
Welcome to the battle, everyone. Some gorgers. There's a thing you can gorge on. I'm assuming that the dragon literally can't be, or that the sentinel cannot be made to run away. Yeah, it is unbreakable. This down here is the icon for unbreakable. So we do have to wait for that to actually die. We have very few units that are capable... Okay, never mind. The balloon did surrender. I was going to say, we have very few units that are capable of even dealing damage to that balloon, so... you can get over here and throw in some helpful magic, though. Give you that. And then we can nuke this thing's combat stats pretty good, right? No, we cannot. What we can do is increase the combat stats of our own units. Because, yeah, this is the only thing that is still part of this fight. Well, the balloon isn't permanently surrendered. But it looks like it might make it off the map before it recovers, which is just as good. Go on, keep going. Also, if they actually bring down the Terracotta Sentinel while that thing's still running, that'll also immediately end the battle. They're working on it. They're trying. They're doing their best. Get him. Get him. It doesn't actually look like the hunter's attacking. Hold on a second. Let's,
Finding the trail. The quarry is mine!
You know, we've seen our units get sort of caught on each other a lot. What are you doing? There we go. That's a real hit.
They die. Iron Guts.
Those Iron Guts did very, very well. I was concerned we were going to have a little bit of a slaughter on our hands in the back part of the battle, but they did all right. I mean, not that it would have made us lose or anything, but that we would have like gone through several units of ogres while we tried desperately to stop the sentinels. But a single unit of Iron Guts was able to hold both of them basically in place for the entirety of that fight. So one thing we can definitely do in Cathay to sort of ease the passage of our Cathayan ally is push up this east side of the map and just completely scrub the northern provinces out of the area, and prevent the potential pincer attack that I think this army was probably going to do exactly that, right? So it'll be good for us to give them a little bit of relief before they even actually need it. And let's be honest, they don't have the wherewithal to defend themselves from a multi-front attack. It would be terrible, like completely disastrous for them. This army doesn't really need meat anymore. The replenishment's not nothing, but I think I'm gonna take the money.
No useful ingredients.
Turns out ambushes are pretty good. Who would have thought? Ooh, we gotta, we maybe have to respond to that, because Hanyu Port is where my outpost is. And I would really like it if we did not lose. Also, Hanyu Port's like a critically important critically important spot for... Yeah, we have no hope here.
About it.
For the Western Province's replenishment, right? Like, they have a lot of their unit buildings are in that spot. So we probably do have to run over there. Hopefully there's no more Northern Province armies coming in. Because it's not really... Hanyu-Port's not very far from where those two armies that were just in that battle are at all. I would really like to grab that settlement. Maybe we could have the smaller army go settle the thing while the larger army goes and defends the port. Sure. I got talked into a war I didn't care about, and then I got paid to get out of it. Seems like a pretty good deal to me. Mag Gallbladder. Terrible. Terrible name. That's why you died, because your name was so bad. Oh, right. It's a contract turn. We are only issued 2 contracts. Defeat that person who's way behind that huge dragon wall. That seems unlikely. Or occupy the Forbidden Citadel, which is on the entire... This is my stuff, and this is the... No, thank you. These are horrible contracts. We only have 10 turns to accomplish them, right? How would we even? Okay. Finish Lightning Strike. That's definitely high value. And then, yeah, Devour all challengers, obviously. Because we for sure want to get one of these. Feels to me like Absolute Violence is pretty solid. It's maybe a little bit of overkill, actually. He's already got 70 melee attack. Alright.
Show you who's boss.
You go and crush them.
A battle and a feast.
Yeah, I guess a small amount of money. Oh. That's actually pretty good. Also, victory over Cathay. Hooray.
Ogre tyrant.
What is this is the button I was trying to press. So you have... Oh, you have Mastodon armor on, though. Mastodon armor is also extremely good. I think quite a bit better than this. 10% ward save. It's very strong. Okay, do we reveal any more armies on the way? No, then I'm just going to go ahead and colonize this.
My kingdom grows.
It's true, our kingdom has grown. So, trade stuff plus big casualty replenishment rate boost in this area, to be perfectly honest with you, sounds like a reasonable build. And then, like, what else do we want here? Do we want a garrison building? The Village of the Tigermen is pretty far away from most enemies. People coming from the north will tend to attack the Temple of the Elemental Winds first, but it's also, there's a lot of, like, just openness in the terrain, and so we can't channel people. They could go around things. I don't know. I'm actually pretty torn. That said, would we maybe be best served building just like normal recruitment structures? I don't know. Recruiting in this region is so bad. But we don't have to recruit in this region. We can build the buildings here, and then they're still accessible via local replenishment or local recruitment to anyone who's in the province at all. So we could recruit stuff at the Temple of Winds, which is less bad. Yeah, it doesn't even actually affect recruitment time. So yeah, actually that's fine. And having the recruitment buildings back from the front a little bit has a lot of value. I don't want to expose myself too much. Hanyu-Port does have a 14-unit garrison. We can't get close enough to do... I think what we do is we probably just move to here. Stay on our side of the line so we can do some basic recruitment. You gained 3 skill points from that battle? Really? Huh. Well, I mean, do I want to start redlining? We could pick up... 5% physical resistance causes terror and just more HP to start with. And then we could redline after that. Yeah, because like
The cook master has
as far as wizards go,
mine.
dude's a pretty competent fighter. Here we're gonna get one more point of fleet-footed. You just need to survive a single level up.
Slaughter master.
And we are allowed to encamp. So
Rest.
we could pull some allied units.
Today.
We can maybe pull some Noblars. It doesn't feel like this army needs more Noblars though. Maybe a little bit of global recruitment for some guns or something is pretty good here.
A meat ritual.
These are 7 each, and honestly, they seem very good. Cannons are also very good and fun. I kind of want those anti-infantry like fire rain rockets. Those seem pretty good as well. And we could start the recruit on these, but you know what? We don't want to recruit anything that's going to take 2 turns because we may need to move next turn to fight. So yeah, the crane gunners have the advantage of range, but these things have the advantage of volume of fire. I've been very pleased with them so far. Let's do that to round that army out.
Obey me!
Did you level up again from taking the settlement? Is that what happened? I thought I spent all your points. So leadership and charge bonus up for the whole army, but like a very small amount. Or income up from sacking. Like, iron violence or absolute violence just seems like overkill. I don't think we actually need... The 15% weapon strength is meaningful, though. Yeah, fuck it. The benefit of Iron Discipline is a small enough amount in total
Make sure
that
I don't die.
I think that's
right?
worthwhile. And then... we'll see about what we want to do here after we've done Greasus for the turn. So Greasus... I mean, we want to just get through the teleporter, right? If we want to do any more replenishment, we can do it on the other side.
Your legments.
We're here.
Is it time to eat yet?
And yeah, we totally might do one more turn of replenishment just to cap off the army size and also get a little bit more value here. But yeah, that's looking very good. That's definitely a next episode thing. Targog runs all the way to Blood Peak. I do love how fast ogre armies move. Okay, that actually even makes... you know what? Step out again. I want the rebellion to occur. I want the army to spawn and then to crush it, rather than to prevent it from appearing at all. And we're gonna do a plus control minus corruption building, I guess? I would love to do growth focus, but like... as long as corruption is this high, we're not gonna outdo this growth penalty, so... And then I think we probably don't want to spend any money. Well, certainly not on buildings. I might spend money on hero abilities. We'll see. So where did this Kislevite armies came all the way from Saber Mountain, it looks like? We can definitely harass them on approach. Bull's tired from having just done an assassination, so probably... yeah, not a ton to do here. Just kind of stand in a central location and be ready for stuff. We know about the rebellion, we let it happen on purpose, and yeah. So the rebellion army spawning will drain a bunch of control, or will drain a bunch of negative control out of the area. Then we'll just crush them trivially, and we'll even get paid a little bit. Gosh, that's a lot of Western provinces, or Northern province armies. Seven of them, including the one that's near the port. We might be in over our heads a little bit as far as defending our friend goes. I might be able to do another little ambush move there. Ambushing near other players' cities is trickier though, because you can't go into an ambush when any other player can see you, even a friendly. And I believe friendly players always have a chance to reveal you. Because every player's vision can reveal your ambush. And when you are revealed to everyone, not just to the friends of the person who revealed you, which is probably something they should fix. It's very difficult for me to imagine the Western Province armies sending a note to the Northern Province armies being like, hey, just so you know. Oh, really? Okay, maybe we didn't need to reinforce at all, because... Wow, almost 4,000 gold from that. They did that when the army was still so small that it would have just lost to the garrison, I think. Very strange. Okay. Rifts are gone, demons are spawning. These things happen, you know? So we could just do the thing. We're not going to get kicked out now, though. There's no reason to attack now when we could wait one more turn.
Put your feet up.
So let's go ahead and do this. We'll maybe just fold up there, and we'll grab.
My army, my ogres.
Do we want to just grab another unit of trappers? I guess. Ooh, also. Our high-level recruitment buildings are finishing. We're going to get iron blasters and stuff in our armies soon. That's exciting. It's like there's definitely some value in the Noblars being visible as they attract enemy attention. The trappers being hidden. Am I allowed to just choose to have a unit not be hidden? I don't know. We'll play with it. Golf has a real force here. Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry. You're moving around in replenishment stance, which actually screws up the amount of movement you have left.
March or
So
into
we'll
the pot.
stop here and just try to be sneaky. Continue Overwatch creeping. Actually, starting a camp here might have been... Oh, right, because I gained a camp when we assimilated, or when we confederated. So I am going to need camp tech.
Leader of the tribe.
All right.
Obey me or
Unfortunately,
you're
the
dinner.
global pool is partially in use, but we can absolutely do a fill your bellies. This army has meat for
Who do I
days.
boss around next?
And then bring in something fancy. We don't have a huge amount of money, I suppose. Also,
Meat for my grind.
were you the one? No, okay. There was somebody, we had some lord who wants to win a battle with lead belchers in their army. I guess it's not you. I do want to see an iron blaster.
Make sure I don't die, right?
And then... we don't even have enough to pull Gorgers. Ugh. Is there a battle we can win somewhere? Also, hold on a second. Did we encounter lizardmen? There are lizardmen on this map? Oh, I guess the Sea of Dread is... Yeah, wow, all the way to the Haunted Crest, huh? Or the Haunted Forest, rather. Words is hard. Interesting. Okay. This is probably not the best place for an army. Oh, it's a... Sorry, that's not an army, it's a caravan. That's a fine place for a caravan, probably. But basically, do we have any armies that are in position to get in a fight? Because I would love some money. Ah, those people did not run away because they did not sense my incredibly sneaky approach. The fallback here might be beyond my range of chasing. Yeah. Forest.
For the more.
Okay. Winning a battle would have been really good for us there. Black Fang is, I'm noticing, in a very vulnerable position. This should definitely be a garrison building. Hey, Targog.
Tyrant of the tribe.
Great news. I figured out what you're doing next.
Move it.
Oh, you know what? You should definitely have bonus movement for the stuff I'm having you do.
March!
Damn it, I was in a position where I could replenish and I moved forward just a bit and crossed the line, apparently. Well, turns out we still need money.
Oh, mine! Ogre tyrant!
It's fine, we'll replenish soon.
Beast killer!
So I guess, yeah, Maldig is just like an early warning system here. I just need information in this area. Or some amount of vision in this area, rather. And the enemy agents have sort of cleared out. So I don't know what to do with you right now. I guess you can go up here.
Firebelly on the move!
There's still some, you know, there's stuff going on around Yeti Peak. We could maybe use a hero. And then let's run one more sequence of enemy turns here, and then call it. And we will open next episode with the big battle for the soul of the Demon Prince. Alright, well, at least he's not raiding me. This is going to get really ugly really fast, though. Oh, I should have put some unit on the recruit. I guess we couldn't really afford anything cool. Yeah, whatever. That army will sit still for 2 turns, then we'll figure things out after that. You would like me to join your war against the Oracles of Tzeentch, and you pay quite heavily for that, actually. That's interesting. I mean, their stuff is right here. So that is a war that we would... I think it's a bad idea. I have enough problems right now. I'm going to exercise the care to not get myself drawn into something I can't handle in exchange for a mere 2,000 gold. That is not how we have traditionally done things around here, but it's how I'm doing them right now, at least. So this was the third, because I think this was the third portal opening. On the first portal opening, we took, okay, sure. Congratulations, you're at war with the entire eastern edge of the map. It's very hard for me to imagine that coming to anything at all. Now they know about us, so they have to hate us. I do not remember what I was saying. It was probably not terribly important. All right, before we call things here, that's wonderful. That's a trait every lord needs. We are really. I have been in the realm of the sorcerer too damn long. We need to clear that out. Where is the... Okay. So there was an ambusher up here. I mean, that's a good thing to have been revealed. They saw through Goff's ambush, but they didn't actually move, which is interesting.
No part of a corpse.
Huh. Well, yeah, we're going to be able to do useful things there. Why are we not... It's not actually drawing his movement range. Well, whatever. So, lots of important buildings are completing. We have the ability to recruit all kinds of cool new things, and also, it's about time for this nonsense. We're not quite at full, but we're close enough. So at this momentous moment, I don't know what word I would have used there other than that. At this time, we are going to call it for today and for the weekend. Thank you all so much for watching. Next episode's like Tuesday. Tuesday would be my guess. When you come back on Tuesday, we're claiming a soul. We're fighting some Cathayans. We're maybe going to get into some shit with a lizard man. Could happen. I will see you then.